Okay, we're on here. I want to make not a small correction, but I'd like to clarify some of the Bill Deagle stuff about the economy and what he was bringing forth. And I was talking to one person just about an hour ago, and sometimes you have to listen to something more than once to really get the meaning. But anyway, the basic message that Bill Deagle was bringing out was that today, this morning, if there was not enough intervention, that there would be a trigger event, an unleashing of us, of the dark forces. Because anything that happens in the physical plane always begins in the spiritual. So what I'm saying is that this trigger event, that this dark force has been unleashed, it will manifest openly, and that we are going to see the markets in America tumble. And just by reason of the weight of debt, you know, if you take everything into consideration, like America is not just 10 trillion in debt, she's around, you know, it's over 80 trillion if you take everything into consideration. And that kind of debt, you would never ever pay something like that off. It's impossible. The U.S. government can't even pay off, can't even service the fee, can't even service the debt. So, you know, this chaos is coming where Babylon's going to fall, and the rich, you know, it's going to start overseas, and then it's going to hit here. And it's going to be a back and forth thing, and there's no way to save the economy. It's just too far gone. You can't save it. It's just a matter of looking at it with common sense. Yeah, you know, at some point, something is going to manifest in the physical plane, and from what Bill Deagle was saying, it's already in the process, and I would expect it anytime. So it's better to be forewarned and have your money out of the banks, because when the time comes where where the word gets out and everybody starts going to the banks to withdraw their money, they're just going to close the doors. And so it's best to be ready in advance, and just like he was saying, take your money out and put it into something that's going to get you through, because money's not going to get you through in the time coming. You're going to burn it for paper. And so take it and cash it in for gold and silver that you can get your hands on, right? Something that you can barter with. And you need to start preparing in the natural too, as far as being ready for an emergency. Just like you were saying, have a run and go pack, because maybe when all this goes down, you may have a very slim window of time to get out of the cities. And you can be guaranteed that FEMA's going to pull something. The whole Katrina thing was a big FEMA experiment, and that's why they never went in when they should have gone in. They waited days. They allowed a lot of death and suffering to happen before they did anything about it. And if that was a city like Los Angeles or New York or Washington, D.C., there would have been troops there within the same hour. And there's no excuse. Katrina was fabricated. It was an experiment on a small scale to see what would happen on a larger scale. So we're at that point now, and the United States is that larger scale. They want to bring a state of emergency on the whole North American continent in order to invoke their draconian laws and pick up the people that are in the know, that know what's going down. They want to make sure that they disappear first. And when you talk about the land of the free, there's no freedom anymore. Freedom is just an illusion. And everything that you do is trackable and traceable. All electronics, doesn't matter what it is. You know, they have the Crave 5 computers now in Area 51, and they monitor everything going around the world. And back in 1998, at least at that point, the military had the means to monitor all transactions 4 times an hour, and this is on a global scale. So you're not getting away with nothing, and everything that we do today is electronic, right? So they already got your number and who you are and whether you pose a threat, and so martial law is coming, and you will see people disappear. But like I'm saying, the forces of hell have been loosed, whatever they be, and only intercession, what Bill was saying, could have hindered this force of darkness from going forth to do its thing. And things don't happen by accident. Everything is spiritual. Even if you're sick, if you got sick and diseased or whatever, it's spiritual, because everything is a result of sin. And if you break the commandments, the spiritual commandments of being in love with another, if you get mad at your wife or whatever for no reason, you're going to pay for it. And one way or another, you will pay for that sin. And this is where America is at. America has to pay for its sin, because the sins of the United States and Canada has reached heaven, and God is intervening on human affairs now. And He's going to bring corrective judgment, and you're going to see both these nations hammered into the ground until we repent and turn these ungodly laws back to where they're supposed to be. And it's coming down. So it's up to you whether you prepare. First, we need to be prepared in our hearts and have a relationship with God. If we don't have that relationship, fear is going to overtake us. It doesn't matter how much you're prepared in the natural. It's not going to keep you in the time coming, because this man in the system that's coming forth, you can't resist him with your mind. If Einstein was here, you wouldn't be able to resist him, because it's a spiritual takeover. And there's only one course of action that we need to know where it's written, right? We need to be able to stand by faith and know who we are becoming as spiritual beings. And anyway, that's it for this. I just want to clarify this.